Okay, good morning. Welcome to Math Project 22. Here's the first question. How many multiples of 2 are between 1 and 13? How many multiples of 2 are between 1 and 13? Okay, do you understand the problem?
Yep.
Okay, what is the problem?
How many multiples of 2 are there between 1 and 13?
Okay. Do you know what a multiple of 2 is?
Yeah, something that can divide by 2.
Okay. So go ahead. Tell me how you're going to think about this problem.
Well, our last one is 12.
Okay.
Before the, and our first one is 2.
Okay.
So one of them is 2. I'm just gonna write them in order.
Okay.
And then 4.
Yeah? You just write them once, that's fine. 2, 4, 6. Try to write straight.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Okay. And the question is, how many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
That didn't take too much at all.
Well, that's just the beginning. That's a warm-up problem. So we have to figure out, once we know the first one is 2 and the last one is 12, how do we figure out how many there are? So that was actually a very good approach by you. So if the first one is 2,
So the problem,
first one was 2, the last one was 12.
this, well,
So we can take 12 minus 2
10,
and divide it by 2,
5.
which equals 5, and then we just add 1. Okay? So we take 12 minus 2, we take the first one minus the last one, divided by 2,
Yeah.
and then add 1. That might be a good way to do it. So let's see if we can use that formula on this one. How many multiples of 3 are there? Sorry, the black marker.
No, I can write better.
Okay, how many multiples of 3 are there between 1 and, let's say, 40?
Yipes!
Okay, it's okay. How many multiples of 3 are there between 1 and 40? So let's try to find the first one.
The first one is 3.
First one is 3. Okay, write that down. Okay, try to write it straight. The first is... Okay, and what's the last one?
Last one is, and what times? What can be 30? What? No. You can do
Well, you definitely can do 30, but it might not be the last one.
39 is the last one.
39 is the last one, okay? How did you figure that out, by the way?
Well, because I knew that 30 was pretty close.
Okay,
And then 3 times 3 is 9.
okay, then you
It's
got
a
a 9
magic
more.
square number.
Okay, so how many multiples of 3 are there? Do you remember our little formula for doing this?
How many multiples of 3? So we take the first number and the last number.
What do we do? We take what do we do?
We take the first number, we take the last number minus the first number.
Okay, so we take 39 minus 3, and what do we do with that number?
It's 30, that's 36.
Right, but what do we do with this number? We take 39 minus 3.
Divided by 2.
No, we divided by 2 when we were looking for
Divide by
multiples of
3.
3. We divide by 3.
Whoops.
Okay, so what's 39 minus 3?
36. Divided by 3. It's 36.
What's 36 divided by 3?
Okay. 36 divided by 3. It's 12.
How did you figure that out?
Because 3 times 10 is 30.
3 times 10 is 30.
Times 2 is 6.
Okay, so it's 12. So do you remember what our answer is going to be now? How many multiples of 3 are there between 1 and 40?
So then you just plus 1.
Then you just
15.
plus 1. Okay, let me do a quick explanation of why we have to do the plus 1. Okay, so say you're counting, and I just write 1, 2, 3, 4. And I ask you, how many numbers are there?
4.
Right, there are 4 numbers. What if I do 4, 5, 6, 7? How many numbers are there?
4.
Okay. Now what happens when we take the first number minus the last number here?
It's 3.
It's 3. So to get the total number, you have to always add 1. Now what happens when I take the first number minus the last number here? 7 minus 4.
Minus 4 is 3.
3. So you always have to add 1. If you're counting the numbers and you include the first and the last one, like we're doing, if you do the subtraction, you always have to add 1. Okay, so that's fun. So we're gonna see a problem like that for your homework. We're gonna be doing homework problems out of Olympiad 29 tonight. Actually, you see it right there. You see what the problem is? Oh. Okay. Anyway, next one.
On to the next problem.
Okay, here's the next problem. When the sum of 2 whole numbers is multiplied by the difference of those numbers, the result is 39. If the difference of the 2 numbers is not 1, what is their sum? Whoa. Whoa, okay. So we have 2 numbers and we don't know what they are.
You can call them x and y.
Let's call them x and y. Let's see if we can find a marker that actually works here. Oh, there's one that works. Okay, good. Okay. So we're going to say, the equation says the sum of the 2 numbers are x and y. So the equation says the sum of the numbers, x plus y, times x minus y equals
Times
39.
x minus y?
Yeah. When the sum of the 2 numbers is multiplied by the difference of the 2 numbers. Oh, you wrote a plus. You meant to write a times.
Yeah.
I just leave it like that. Sometimes when you have parentheses, you don't have to write the times. X plus y times x minus y equals 39. And they said they're whole numbers, which means they're numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They're not including any halves.
Not including any halves.
Or 0.9s.
Or 0.9s. That's right. Okay, and it says also the difference, x minus y, is not equal to 1. Okay?
Those are the things we know.
We know. So we have to figure out, if these are going to be whole numbers multiplied together, we have to figure out which whole numbers go into 39. So can you tell me? Do you know of any numbers?
Yeah, 3.
3 goes into 39. Okay. Any other numbers go into 39?
Another number?
Does 4?
No.
Why?
Because 4 goes into 36.
4 goes into 36, and what's the next multiple of 4?
40.
40, yeah. Does 5 go into 39?
No.
Why not?
Because it can go into 40 and 35.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we found 3.
What times 3 equals 39? What times 3 equals 39?
That's 3. 13.
13. So 3 and 13. Okay, it turns out other than 1 and 39, those are the only 2 numbers that go into 39. Okay? So this tells us something very, very, very sneaky. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the x plus, which of these things is going to be bigger, when you add the 2 numbers together or when you take their difference? Which is bigger, x plus y or x minus y when you have positive numbers?
X plus y.
Okay, so this tells us that x plus y is going to be 39, or going to be 13, and x minus y is going to be 3. So x plus y equals 13, and x minus y equals 3. Okay, so this is equation 1, and equation 2. Okay. How can we simplify these equations? Do you see a way we can get rid of the y's?
We can subtract this equation from that equation. You can subtract equation 1 minus equation 2.
Okay, well let's see what happens when we do that. So we're going to take equation 1 minus equation 2.
Which is x minus x is 0.
Okay.
0 and 0 equals 10.
No.
That's not going to work.
Wait, 0? Now we have something kind of sneaky that we've never talked about before. We have y minus y.
Y minus y?
Yeah. Y minus y. Okay? Do you know what minus times minus is?
What?
A
Positive.
plus. Right, because remember we talked about that the other day?
Yeah.
When you say, what did you say? You said, I am never not hungry.
Yeah.
That's what you said. I am never not hungry.
The double negative.
The double negative. What does the double negative mean? If you're never not hungry, that means you're always hungry. So y minus y is 2y plus 2y, and 2y equals 13 minus 3, 10.
So y equals 5.
So y equals 5, and you want to put y equals 5 back into equation 1? X plus 5 equals 13.
X plus 5 equals 13.
Yeah.
So y is 5.
Right. So we put that in. So x plus 5 equals 13. What does x equal?
Equals 13 minus 5, which is 8.
Okay, so x equals 8. X equals 8. So we learned that x is equal to 8, y equals 5. Now we did a little bit of overkill on this problem because all the problem asked was what's the sum of the two numbers. So what does x plus y equal?
13.
So 13. So we solved that right away.
Yeah,
But
right away.
But I wanted to go on and practice solving these two equations. Okay, that was kind of a fun problem. And remember the double negative. Y minus y equals
2y.
2y. And that's because if you're never not hungry, it means you're always
Hungry.
That's right. Okay, those were two fun problems, weren't they?
Fish.
Were those fun problems?
Yeah.
Okay, whoops, I forgot to tell you what the homework assignment was. The homework assignment is Olympiad 29, problems number 1 and problem number 3. So those should be fun.